Done, Coach. It wasn't easy, though, huh?
All night long. Yeah, we didn't play very well. But the kids fought. They did that in every game that we played over here where they've come back from double-digit deficits. Even in the first one, they came back from 23 down to cut it to 9 or 7. So they fought. I don't like our starts. That was the whole point at yesterday and today's prep, and we still didn't get off to a very good start. I thought we made a lot of mistakes defensively. We've got to come up with an answer. We've got to defend a lot better than we're defending right now. We played a lot better at Providence than we did in either game here this trip. And so that's why I told the guys, I'm happy for them. I'm excited. They're excited. I love them, but I'm going to be honest with them. We actually played better on Wednesday when we got beat than we did tonight. But I thought guys made some plays. I thought Hill was unbelievable down the stretch. He had the big steal.
That saves the game,
a huge steal.
Potentially at that point.
That saves the game, and then he made a great read on the play here, just like he did the other day. That's how crazy this stuff is. He makes the pass when the guy helps off Coleman, lands for the game winner. He did the same thing the other day when we got the ball to Finke right here, and Finke missed the shot to win the game the other day. Same play. He's so unselfish. When he gets doubled, he gives it up. He's not going to make a pig play. He's a really, really good player. And he made big plays offensively and defensively. Both of those, the steal and the pass, were huge late in the game. He didn't have it going for much of the night. He looked a little worn down. I got to give him tomorrow off. I don't know why he would be.
Just playing 40 minutes.
But he's a special kid, and he really fought. I thought Coleman Lands obviously made a big shot. I thought Finke was terrific on the offensive end. Just in terms of passing and shot faking, he has such good feel. He had 17 points on 8 shots. That's about as efficient as you can get. And I thought he made some good plays. But at the end of the day, I think the spotlight coming out of this, as it was coming into the weekend, is going to be on our defense. This is the worst our defense has played through the first 5 games during my tenure here. It's got to get a lot better. It's something we've been known for. It's got to get a lot better. At this point, we're 5 games in, and you can't use the excuse that we got newcomers. I know we do. I know they're trying to learn the system, and we got some experienced guys, hopefully coming back. But we got to get a lot better on that end of the floor.
It looked like Chicago State for most of the game was almost the game plan was you wouldn't make enough outside shots because they were forcing you to take more outside shots than to try to get the ball inside and leaving guys open, forcing them to make more shots than they would miss.
Yeah, they really got into the ball, and what they gave you was drives. You could drive the ball whenever you wanted, whether it was prior to movement or after movement. Their denial was, and I mean this in a positive way for them, almost insane. They would have denied them over here to talk to you during the game, which just opens up huge gaps to drive. And what that does is you got to take advantage of that by driving it, because when you deny like that, it limits ball reversal. And when it limits ball reversal and you get into people like that, it's hard to get it swung, and that makes it more difficult to play power ball. So we've got to have an answer for that. Their switching, I thought, disrupted us a little bit. And we've got to be better with that. But all in all, we had enough. Again, okay, we didn't get, but we had 86 points. We had how many guys in double figures? 5 guys in double figures, 3 other guys with 8. 14 offensive rebounds, 41 free throw attempts. This has nothing to do with offense. We've got to play a lot better defensively right now than we're playing. Our staffs, we got to put our heads together and see if we can put these guys in position to be a little bit more successful on that end. And then they've got to take some ownership, and they've got to make fewer mistakes. And we've got to start making more winning habits on the defensive end. And, the reality is that we're playing a lot of newcomers, and we don't have a lot of time right now. We're in the middle of the season. They got to figure it out now.
Well, LeRon Black doesn't play tonight. Was he not healthy enough?
Yeah, he probably could have went. I didn't think he was himself against Chattanooga. I thought he was really, tentative. He didn't move very well. And I kind of made the decision after watching the film that I wanted to try to help get the knee a little bit more rest, reduce some of the soreness and the swelling, maybe even get it drained when we get back. Give him, he didn't do a lot yesterday, doesn't do a lot today, gets an off day tomorrow, gets it drained, gets it feeling really good, so that we can get him back to being productive. He's given us everything he's got right now, but we've got to help him there with that injury, coming back from that injury, and try to get him back as close as we can to the LaRon Black that we know, which is aggressive and can move and athletic. And, so I had made that decision last night. Paul Schmidt and I sat up in my room here at the hotel with Fletch, and we just thought it was the best thing for him health-wise to not, based on how he looked against Chattanooga.
Visiting with John Groce here on the Beck's Hybrids postgame show. He had the timeout. He had the one. I guess Finke was going to inbound, and then Hill went to inbound. So
I ended up changing the action, but I called the timeout because we had a player that wasn't where he was supposed to be. After I
was going to say, Thorne needs an assist, you don't need to yell at
After
Thorne.
I drew it up about 3 times.
Thorne needs an assist because you changed the play.
Yeah, I mean, you get a free timeout, so you can hold one if you can't get the ball in bounds. But if your guys don't listen like they need to and they're not in position to run the play, we had no choice.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
Well, it's been interesting stay here in Springfield. I know the fans have been great. The people here have been great. But time to now go to and then go to State Farm.
Yeah, we're going to give the guys the day off tomorrow. We have no school, and I want them to really kind of get away from it a little bit, other than our treatment and rehab guys. And, of course, we've got our fair share of those. But other than that, I want them to kind of get away from it tomorrow before we make the trip on Wednesday to Florida. We've been together with them for 13 or 14 days. I told them I love you guys like you're my own kids, you're my sons, but I need a day off away from you. And they all started laughing. And I think the feeling's mutual, Jerry. You've been there before. But yeah, they'll get the day off tomorrow, and then Wednesday and Thursday we'll prepare for a very good tournament and a very good UAB team.